Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about finger picking, what it is, and how to do it. If you guys haven't seen my ukulele video on how to read tab, I highly recommend you do so. I'll put a link down below because I will be using basic ukulele tab for this tutorial. So anyway, back to finger picking. Finger picking is just a different style of playing the uke because now, hopefully you guys have been just playing your chords, strumming along with like C, G, A minor, F, and all that other good chords. That's how you guys have been playing right now, right? Well, finger picking is just a different way of playing, and it's just a nicer way. Instead of just strumming, you're actually plucking the individual strings like... That's just a simple little finger picking thing, or you could get more advanced like the... like that. So below me, you guys are going to see a tab of just G to A on the strings. But rather than just going down the uke with just your thumb or your index or just one finger, what I want you guys to do is pluck each string with a different finger. So you pluck the G string with your thumb, you pluck the C string with your index finger, you pluck the E string with your middle, and the A with your ring. And just keep doing this in an orderly fashion, until you can build up speed. Yeah, that's your first exercising of just finger picking, is just trying to get your fingers familiarized with on the strings and just plucking them one by one. And once you get comfortable going from G to A, why don't you spice it up and go backwards from A to G. Like that. And then you build up speed again until you're comfortable. What I noticed though when I first started finger picking was that my pinky, I didn't know where to put it. Sometimes I thought I could just keep it on one spot on the uke and keep my fingers anchored that way. No, that's very hard because if you keep your pinky just grounded on one spot on the uke, it's gonna really lessen your mobility on where to move your fingers on the strings. So what I recommend is just trying to keep it tucked away so it doesn't interfere with the other hands, but just try to find your way of keeping your pinky out if you're not using it to play, because it depends from player to player. Well, once you guys master just going up and down the uke with fingers, why don't we try going from the middle to the outer like this. So what I'm doing is I'm using my index finger first to pluck the C string, and then I'm using my middle finger to pluck the E string. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant the index finger for my C string, the middle finger again for my E string, and I'm going to my thumb to do the G string like this. So all we have right now is... and then we end it with the A string like this. And if you don't like the sound of open strings, you could play a chord with it so it sounds a little prettier, like the C string, like the C chord. Or G. Or F. That's the exercise that you just learned, that kind of finger picking style. You could replace that instead of just strumming. You could use certain songs and just finger pick your way through it. instead of just doing a like sweet little strumming, like, you could spice it up by doing finger picking. And then once you, of course, again, once you get comfortable with this, why don't you go backwards, starting with A, and then the G, then E, and then C. Yeah, there's just something nice about finger picking, especially if you change the order of the strings you play, because in my opinion, it changes the mood a bit of the song when you play it in different orders. Don't you think? So once you guys are more familiar and comfortable with finger picking, you could actually move on to songs and ukulele tabs that have finger picking with in them. So below me I have a tab that you could practice with finger picking. It's actually an intro that I once did on this channel. So I'll play it and then I'll go over it step by step with you. Sorry. It's just a small tidbit, but you get the point that you could just keep on repeating it. Sounds pretty, right? So when you guys approach a tab and you notice that it's just a bunch of open strings like this, but one of the strings is fretted, like for this case, it's the A string, what I recommend is you just finger it and fret the string before you play it at the start. So you already have your A string fretted at the beginning of the piece, and then you just start with the plucking, finger picking, whatever. And just keep on doing it slow by slow until you get more comfortable with the pattern or the way that you're plucking and finger picking. So just do it slow by slow. And then once you're more comfortable, you could move on to the second part where it's just these two strings, the G and the C, that are fretted on the fifth, they're on the fifth fret, and then you do. Very easy, right? You just start with the C string, then you go down to the E, and go up to the G, and then you repeat that 5-0. Then you repeat the beginning of the thing, the beginning of the second part, and just do it at a faster pace. Then you end it with this chord. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has been a little helpful with the exercise that I gave you at the beginning. If you have more trouble, there's plenty of websites and videos that you could watch as well to help you expand your finger picking style and your finger picking practice. Thank you guys for watching, and that'll actually be my last video for this 20% project. So thank you guys, and if you're watching, thank you Mr. Blaney for this opportunity. And if I want to, I may be making more videos in the future. Well, thank you guys, goodbye, and it was really nice doing these videos.